Hello and welcome to Off the Page, a newsreel from Eureka, the bookstore for the young. I am Seher, here to give you news about new books in each age category. The first book I'll be talking about is Flooded by Mariajo Ilestrajo, a children's book about a community of animals that wake up one day to find that their city is slowly getting covered with water. And in the beginning, nobody really minds. It's a new thing to talk about at work. It's almost exciting, and everybody kind of expects the problem to go away on its own. But the water keeps rising, and for the smaller animals, it becomes harder and harder to cope in this new environment. And then slowly, as this community comes to the realization that maybe this problem isn't going to go away by itself, they have to come together to be able to solve it. A lot of the storytelling in this book relies on its illustrations, and I especially loved the use of color in this book and how it changes as the story goes on. Next, I have a collection of stories, Dakshin, South Indian Myths and Fables Retold by Nitin Kushalappa MP. This is a collection of 15 folk tales, fables and myths that take place all over the south of India, from the banks of the Kaveri River to the Indian Ocean to mysterious forests and quiet villages as well as glorious palaces. Before every story in this book, there's a small paragraph about the origins of that particular story, which I personally found very interesting. Filled with incredibly detailed illustrations, this book contains what all the best folk tales do: stories about endurance, strength, patience, and magic. Next, we have Christine Pillai Nayagam's debut novel, Ellie Pillai is Brown, in which we follow music-obsessed Ellie as she enters her first year of high school. She also has a passion for theatre, but she can never really find the words to be able to express that to her parents. And all the lies that she's told them that seemed small in the moment are starting to catch up with her now and beginning to overwhelm her. Ellie constantly has songs playing in her head, a soundtrack to her life that only she can hear. And as she navigates new romances alongside changing and growing friendships, she turns to songwriting as a way to cope. And what's really unique about this book is that there's an album to go alongside it, and you can scan the QR code in the beginning of the book as well as on the pages where the songs are referenced to be able to listen while you read. Next, we have a science fiction book, Children of Memory by Adrian Tchaikovsky, which is the third book in the Children of Time series. This series is set in a time where humanity can't survive on Earth anymore, and so the few that make it are put on spaceships in search of other planets to call home. But the planets that they arrive on aren't as uninhabited as they would like, which leads to a story of survival with themes of humanity and evolution and what really makes one species superior over another. With the release of this third book, now is the best time to pick up this epic series that spans across galaxies and generations. The last book for the video is this rather beautiful copy of Lessons from Plants by Beronda L. Montgomery, which is a quiet, almost meditative novel. It dives into the depth and complexity of plant life, which most of us remain completely unaware of. It sheds a light on how much we have to learn from plants, in how in tune they are with not just themselves, but with their environment, and how in doing so, they are able to flourish, bloom, and transform exactly where they are planted. Liked what you saw and heard? Want to buy any of these? Log on to www.eurekabookstore.com and place your order now. Also, follow us on Instagram for a daily feed of books. If you happen to live in Delhi or are just passing by, please drop by at M75 M Block Market, Greater Kailash Part 2. Our team will be more than happy to help you choose books. Let us know in the comments down below what you liked or didn't, and if you have any suggestions for what else you would like to see, please let us know.